So now I've mixed up a Roskrysh color for her sort of inner kerchief out of the pigment called Vivianite. Remember, ite pigments are mineral pigments. This is one of the very few blue pigments, natural blue pigments. And again, I've chosen this not in spite of its grittiness, but because of it. Because I think you can see that by using this technique, sort of a, Vladislav calls it a puddling technique. You're just making little puddles and kind of connecting them. It creates a very active surface with a lot of energy. Vladislav would say vibration, a lot of vibration. Then I've made a pretty crazy sort of grape colored here. I think I need a fair amount more water in that to use for her outer robe. So one of the ways you can distinguish between saints and an icon, aside from the inscriptions that show their names, is of course by the color of the garments that they wear. And the Theotokos typically wears a dark reddish purple outer robe called a Maphorian. Remember that the color purple is traditionally associated with royalty. So even though she was a peasant, she is shown in purple robes. Also, we think about the symbolism of colors. Any of you who've taken any art classes know that purple is a color made by mixing two primary colors together, red and blue. And color red, remember the whole red clay, Adam being made from the Adama of the earth. So red is typically associated with the earth and humanity. And blue, of course, being the color of the sky, is associated with the heavens. So you have Mary here wearing a robe mixed from those two colors, as she was sort of the bridge between heaven and earth. And in icons of Christ, Pantocrator, all sovereign, he is typically shown with a red inner garment, symbolizing his human nature, and a blue outer garment, symbolizing the divine. And they wouldn't be mixed together because of the fact that he was two persons, one person with two natures, sorry. And this is just the inside of her hood. Later on, I may make this a little bit lighter by floating some white over it, but now I'm just gonna get it in there. Okay. So now I'm going to figure out a color to use as a background, and then let this dry, come back tomorrow, and show you the next step.